Jim Shooter was being obstructed entry into the exhibit hall by 8 large security guards. I guess one of them was like a 280-pound woman, and not being allowed in. I stepped in between all of them and said, hey, this guy's a living legend and I can vouch for him. And I stared down the head security lady. I believe she's the one that was like a 280. She backed down and we walked right past him. And I'm actually minutes afterwards and he's having a nice talk about it. But he saved Jim Shooter. How much cooler is HH than all of us?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's who Marvel Comics is missing too, Jim Shooter.
Oh, they're missing HH.
This really took me back again to my days in high school when I would go out here and buy Marvel Comics. And this book really is far more Marvel than what Marvel is producing right now.
There are really like some truly independent, like hidden gems books out there, and a lot of them can be found on crowdfunding services such as Kickstarter.
Here comes Calico.
Let's get on with Calico.
And that one is called Here Comes Calico.
It's not about the type of superhero that you would normally see or hear me talk about, much less see or hear anybody else talk about.
Calico is about a superhero who kicks out of anybody who abuses animals.
Yeah.
Which is super rad.
If they had this kind of storytelling at Marvel, they would be selling 100,000 copies. And I know that if more people heard about this Calico character, they would be buying his book and it would be flying off the shelves.
What happens to the people in that comic book is downright terrifying. It's been called the most terrifying thing that's happened to a human being in a comic book multiple times. And people are coming in there, oh my God, issue 1. And they're just like high-fiving us, you know, like finally we've got somebody who's bringing real justice into these, you know, yeah.
One of the things he actually talks about in the comic is the fact that if bullies are absolute scumbags, then people who hurt animals are probably the worst.
Calico is not your typical superhero. Calico is like the Punisher meets like Captain Planet or something. This dude is an advocate. He hates seeing animals abused, like in any form or fashion. Like that's just what it is.
I think it's well worth the purchase because I think the story is really good.
And that is what good comic storytelling is all about.
When we came out, I think we've covered this before, that people thought we were some kind of PSA comic book. They were going to get some kind of Captain Planet kind of thing. Oh, let's go gung-ho, save the animals. And let me tell you, well, you know already, it's far from it. This is a serious hardcore. This is a hardcore comic book for hardcore comic book fans. And it just so happens that we're covering the topic of animal abuse with a hero who's very serious about it.
If you're abusing animals, if you're killing them for profit, if you are, torturing pets or leaving them for dead or anything like that, watch your back if you're in the streets of New York, because Calico is definitely coming at you.
The craftsmanship on the storytelling here is exceptionally well done, and the artwork is absolutely well done here.
I thought this was a really cool comic, and I know a lot of other YouTubers and content creators have talked about this comic on their channels. A lot of people who cover more indie comics than I do, they've talked about this in their channels. A lot of people seem to be really into it, so it got my attention, so I went and checked it out, and I wasn't sad that I did. I was actually quite intrigued. It was something that was different. It's not the same old that we always read.
Again, this has the newsprint, so I love the feel of it. Guys is putting out a quality comic book for a reasonable price.
This whole book, again, is one of the best comics I've read this year.
I'm not the only one who thinks that everybody's saying the same thing. This is a hero for animal lovers, man. It's he is getting justice for those who can't get the justice for themselves, and yeah, he's doing it in spades. There's not an eye for an eye. He's taking like your whole face for an eye.
Yeah.
Definitely not something. It's not like anything I've read in comics before.
You're gonna hear actual comic book veterans, not guys who've read comic books for years, not just guys who've read comic books for decades, but guys who've read comic books for generations. Okay, these are true, actual comic book experts and veterans, just like Troy, who have a fundamental understanding of the many histories of comic book characters. So if these people are giving you this recommendation, again, forget about what I'm telling you. Listen to them, because they have collectively hundreds of years of comic book experience. Listen to them, and after you're done watching that complete video, there's nothing else I can say. Do what you got to do and back this project, because we really need your help making this a success, and you're going to be a part of the success.
Yeah, I mean, even if you guys don't like comic books, you don't have to get the comic. You just donate the money, or you do it as a gift for some of your other animal lovers. Get 4 or 5 copies and send them to your animal lover friends, because who doesn't love animals? I mean, if they don't love animals, they don't need to be in your life.
I don't know if I can keep waiting. I need these more soon than what you're sending them, dude. You need to get these things printed so you guys go out there and fund Sigma Comics.
That's right, Sigma Comics, independent comics, support them.
It's one of the best books on the market right now.
I'm loving it. So if you get a chance, here comes Calico. They're on issue 4. Run out and get all 4. Buy them all off the website.
Here Comes Calico. Go on Kickstarter and support this thing. You are going to love it.
Yes, definitely do it. They're not beholden to anybody corporate, so they can tell the story they want to tell. Not watered down like he was saying. It's going to be right in your face, man. So if you're not ready for that explicitness, brace yourself.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Comic book fans, Sigma Comics brings you the most terrifying villain you've seen in decades. Introducing the Jiggler. The bodies are piling up in New York City, and the man behind the trigger is a jiggling mountain of flesh, wielding no less than a M134 minigun. 7.62mm rainfire, all across the streets of Brooklyn. It's enough to bring the borough to its knees. But where's the Calico? Find out in the suspenseful, action-packed issue that is issue 5 of Here Comes Calico. Back on Kickstarter with absolutely incredible artwork by new interior artist Renato Pinto, and yet another mind-blowing cover by the astoundingly talented Garnabiel. Hector Gill sinks deeper and deeper into the venomous nest of danger that is New York City's underworld. The walls are about to come down, and who knows who will be left standing. So don't delay and back this immersive series today. This fantastic campaign features several great perks that will get you into this riveting story in no time. There are a multitude of incredible rewards that come with backing this wonderful series. If you just want to read the story and don't care about collectability, you can get a reader's copy of issue 1 of Here Comes Calico for as low as $6. If you're an avid comic book collector, then you can get a collector's copy for $10. If you'd rather get the digital copies so you could read them from the convenience of your tablet and mobile devices, it's only $12 for issues 1 through 5. What a deal! And the list goes on. What are you waiting for? And if we achieve our campaign goal of 2,500, everyone will get signed copies of issue 5. If we hit 3,500, everyone who supports this wonderful campaign will get 2 UV-resistant Calico stickers. At 5,000, everyone gets the amazing 11x17 Garnabiel Calico City poster. At 7,500, everyone gets Sigma Comic baseball caps. And at 10,000, everyone gets Sigma Comics t-shirts. So let's get this done together. Back our efforts to combat animal abuse and support this wonderful campaign today. Hey, it makes a wonderful gift for animal lovers. Buy a set, buy 2 sets, heck, buy 3. The price is definitely right. So pick a reward and let's do this together. Click the big green Back This Project button today. Don't delay. Thank you for your support, and thank you for supporting our fight against animal abuse.